Okay, so we're in the British Virgin Islands and wanted to go over what we've done on each day and what we're planning on doing. We flew into Beef Island here on the north end of Tortola, and then we went to Road Harbor where we checked into the moorings base, picked up our sailboat and provisioned at the Right Way Market, real close to the moorings base. Then the next day we kind of checked out the sailboat overnight and we slept aboard, and then we set out. Winds were coming down the Sir Francis Strait Channel from the northeast, coming down the channel. So our first day we came out and we did a couple tacks back and forth, and then sailed right into Cooper Island, where we picked up a mooring ball in Mansion Isle Bay, and we spent the night. Went to Cooper Island Beach Club, hung out a little bit, and then the next day got up early, and because it gets really crowded at the Baths Marine Park on the south end of Virgin Gorda, we just woke up, and as soon as we woke up we motored across right up to the Baths and got a mooring ball real close into the area that we wanted to be. We walked around through all the rocks there and checked out all the baths in the marine park, then came back out to the boat. We had breakfast at the baths, and then we had a really nice solid wind coming more out of the southeast the following morning. So we ran the boat, we set sail, and we sailed straight out downwind past Scrub Island, and then we turned and we pulled in the sails and we came around past Guana Island, and we were averaging, I'd say, 8 knots this whole time. Really great day of sailing. Came all the way down and around on the opposite end of Tortola, and we dropped our sails and motored into King Garden Bay. So we sailed this whole nice arch around the islands and then came in. We spent the night last night at King Garden Bay, and then today we woke up early again, and as soon as we woke up before breakfast we just motored right out to Sandy Cay. We've spent the whole morning here. It's a beautiful island, sandy beach, and nothing on it but palm trees and sand, and totally vacant of any kind of buildings. Really fun morning we've had. Now today what we're going to do, we're going to set sail right now, and we're going to just sail out into the bay here around Joost Van Dyke, and then we're going to come into Great Harbor. So we're going to spend our night at Great Harbor. Today we'll probably go over to White Bay. Since we're in a monohull and it gets quite crowded in there and you have to anchor, we're just going to take our dinghy across to White Bay, but we're going to spend the afternoon in White Bay, and then this evening we'll come back to Great Harbor, and we'll probably go to Foxy's for dinner tonight. It's Saturday night, so they'll probably have live music. Then tomorrow, depending on the wind, will depend on how we sail, but the plan is to come around the south end of Tortola. We're going to come between St. John's and Tortola, come into Soper's Hole Marina. We're going to pick up a couple of provisions for dinner tomorrow night, and then we'll continue on and we'll sail out back into the Sir Francis Strait Channel, and we're going to go over to Norman Island and spend the night in the Bight, the big protected bay right in there. We'll probably go to Willie T's for a drink and have a nice evening. Then the next morning we'll get up early and we'll just motor a short distance over to Pelican Island, where there's some great snorkeling, live reefs there, really nice, and then finalized by sailing across over back into Road Town and Tortola for the finish. Been a little bit shorter trip, 5 days, 4 nights, but perfect amount of time. The winds have been really excellent and we've had really good sailing. We're going to make the whole trip around Tortola, having visited Cooper Island, Virgin Gorda, back over to Tortola, out to Sandy Cay, Joost Van Dyke, back to Tortola, Soper Hole, and then we're going to go to Norman Island in the end. So it's a really nice circumference around the whole chain of islands, and we've had great weather, great winds, and really good sailing.